to my channel. I'm Terry Martin, if you haven't been here before, and if you have been here before, welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about how I achieved this medium length faux locks look. That was a bit of a tongue twister. I was actually on Instagram when I came across the page of Natural Babe 10 or 10.11, I think her name. Anyway, I'm going to insert it right here for you. And on her page she has so many faux locks looks, even though now I believe she's growing her own locks. And I was inspired and I thought, even though I have long locks, how about I try and make a bob or even medium length style. So this is what I've achieved, and I'm going to show you and talk you through what I did to achieve this length, even though my locks are like halfway down my back. First of all, I went to my beauty supply store and I made sure I got these. This is a water wave extension. It's got that curl pattern. This is to help with the ends. I didn't use the whole pack, as you can see. This is all that I have left over, which is most of the packet. This is to give a nice natural look on the ends of the locks, instead of it being like a blunt ending. They've actually got little curls on the ends. And I got this human hair feel extension in Marley hair. It's obviously the blonde part that I've put here on the side. I was inspired because I saw that she had one on the side and I thought, I'm going to do that too, you know. And last but not least, I used these Mambo dreadlocks. There you go, in the Janet collection. I bought these in 1B. I was even going to go for 2, but I went for 1B because I have recently dyed my hair, so 1B was good. Otherwise I might have gone for colour 2, and I literally used, I think, only 2 packs of this to achieve this many locks in my hair. How many have I got? Let me see. So I have roughly about 23 dreads in my hair. I think roughly in each packet they have like maybe 20 strands like this, and I doubled them over. Anyway, I'm going to get into how I actually achieved this look, but I'm just showing you all the things that I had to buy beforehand to achieve this look. Here is the video showing you what I did before. This is my hair before. As you can see, it's quite long. It used to be longer, but I did recently just cut it, but it's still longer than what I have achieved with this look. I simply took my hair. I did roughly maybe 6 to 8 strands of locks in each plait because I didn't want it too thick and I didn't want too many on my head, but I didn't want too little on my head. I then proceeded to plait down and then wrap round. Every maybe 2 plaits down, I decided to wrap that one around. That helped me cut the length of my hair, so I was able to look towards the end and see which ones were the longer ones and wrap them round. So if you ever get muddled up about which one you've wrapped, because you don't want to wrap the same one about 10 times, because then you'll have 1 short strand and 2 long strands and it'll be uneven to plait. So you have to kind of take it in turns with each strand to wrap round in order to make sure that your locks stop at a shorter length. I also thought about the fact that if I wanted to do a bob, I'm going to actually do my technique of how I curl my hair with no pipe cleaners, no curlers. That technique that I use, which I will link up here, I think gives me a shorter look, and maybe I could achieve a bob with that. But I'm not sure about how thick the what would you call them, almost like Bantu knots would be, and how it would look when I've wrapped the Mambo locks around it. So anyway, that's for another video. I'm definitely try that out for you guys. I used some of the water wave extension on the end of my braid to give that look of nice curls on the end. So although I did that, what I noticed is when I put in the Mambo lock, some of the Mambo locks actually twisted right down to the end. And when you get to the end of the Mambo lock, you can pull one part, like hold it and pull the rest up and create a curl anyway, like that. I then took the Mambo locks and threaded them through at the top, made my own loop, threaded it through, put the Mambo lock through the loop and secured it at the very root. Now when I put the Mambo lock into a loop, I made sure one end was shorter than the other. This being because you can use the longer one to do most of the wrapping, and then you can use the shorter one to fill in any gaps that you may have. So I start with the longer one, I wrapped it round, and then I took the shorter one and filled in any gaps where my dreadlocks were still poking out or showing up. So that was my technique behind that. After wrapping my dreads with the Mambo lock, I just gave it a small palm roll just to secure it, and as I said, on some of them I actually used the elastic band to secure it even further, because I just felt like some of them wanted to unravel, or some of them I wasn't sure if the extension would stay in. But with the elastic band like this one has, you can't see the elastic band anyway, so it's actually good if you want to put small black elastics on the end just to secure it and keep it, because his hair is quite slick and it's quite easy to roll down, and you end up having all of it roll off your dreads sort of thing, and you want to keep that bunched up because you want to keep it closed so that you don't see too much of your dreadlocks underneath. Some of them you can see a tiny bit of my dreadlocks underneath, but it blends really well, so it's not really a big thing if a bit of your dreads are showing. It depends how you like it to look. Also, if you want to do this over braids, it's the same theory, it's the same technique. You might want to add some hair extension to your actual hair if your hair's really short, or to give it a little bit more thickness, so that when you wrap the Mambo braid, the Mambo lock around it, it's got a nice chunk to it, because I feel like this style is really nice when the locks are really chunky. So here I am now putting the blonde lock into place. Again, it's the same theory. I made one side slightly shorter than the other. Maybe the shorter side is the length of the actual lock and the other side was much longer. I looped it through at the roots and pulled it through, held the shorter side alongside my locks plait, and wrapped the other one round. When I met them at the end, I was then able to tie them together and then continue with another piece of hair just to continue along to the end, because that piece didn't reach all the way down. And I ended up ending that one with an elastic band again, because I didn't want it to have that black curl at the end, but at the same time I didn't mind it having a little bit of black at the end. So I've actually ended up with my own dreads at the end, but I've put a little hair jewel at the end, so it's not really that obvious. And I've also put hair jewels all the way up this one, and some different ones throughout my hair. You can see I've got some hair rings in here. I've put this nice hair gem here. I've put some wire that I found from a convenience store. This is actually a fuse wire, but it's soft and bendy, and I've wrapped that around that dread there, and I also put a thicker one around this part here. And to hold it in place, when I got to the end of the wire, I actually poked it through the other dread next to it, so that one will stay in place and always be across the top of my head. Smart, Don't you think that was smart? Overall, I think I'm really happy with this look. Again, if you've got dreadlocks, I just want to show you that you can be versatile. Don't think just because you've got dreads you have to rock your dreads all the time. Sometimes you could do styles like this, and this is a protective style, I believe. I'm going on holiday soon and I plan to rock this hairstyle throughout my holiday. I'm going to just make sure that obviously once swimming and stuff like that, I rinse my hair really well, because my locks will be underneath. But I think this is a cute style for my Caribbean holiday, and I believe that, you know, just because you have locks doesn't mean you have to be boring, and you can achieve all these different hairstyles. So I hope I've inspired you. Please give me a thumbs up if you've been inspired. Give me a thumbs up if you like this hairstyle. Give me a thumbs up if you're going to try it out. And also subscribe to my channel. Make sure you turn on your notifications and have a look for me on my different social medias, because I like to share with you guys. I like to talk with you guys. If you drop a comment below, I will reply. If you've got any questions or anything like that, please be sure to reach out to me. I hope you like this look, and until next time, peace out.